This man was marked for death, a direct order from the highest levels of the US government. A traitor, a criminal, someone who had to be stopped at all costs. If he couldn't be captured, then he had to be eliminated. But who was he? And what did he do that made the world's most powerful nation so desperate to silence him? The year was 2017. The target, Julian Assange, founder of WikiLeaks. The location, the Ecuadorian embassy in London. The mission, kill or capture. Eliminating a target like Assange should have been simple, but there was a problem. He never left the embassy. No morning coffee runs, no late-night walks. For 5 years, he stayed hidden inside, a ghost in plain sight. Sending police in would be an international disaster. Killing him on foreign soil? Even worse. So, they needed a new plan. At first, they considered kidnapping him and handing him over to the British. But that was risky, too obvious, too political. And then, they had another idea. What the CIA didn't expect was another player in the game. Russia. The Kremlin saw an opportunity. They had already given asylum to Edward Snowden. Why not help Assange escape too? It was a perfect chance to humiliate the United States again. Now, it wasn't just about killing Assange. It was a race. If Russia smuggled him out, the US would lose control. If he was extradited to Britain, the US might still get their hands on him. Every street sweeper, every police officer, every security guard within 3 blocks was working for one intelligence agency or another. The hunt for Julian Assange had reached a boiling point. But why? Why was Assange so feared? To understand that, we need to go back, before WikiLeaks, before the embassies. Back to the moment one teenager from Australia decided to take on the world's most powerful governments. At just 16, he was already breaking into some of the world's most secure networks. By 20, he was caught and jailed. But that wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. In 2006, he launched WikiLeaks, a platform where whistleblowers could expose government secrets anonymously. And then in 2010, he published the leak that changed everything. The collateral murder video, a classified US military recording showing an Apache helicopter gunning down civilians in Baghdad, including 2 Reuters journalists. The world watched in horror, and for the first time, the US military was exposed for its cover-ups. Assange had crossed the line. He wasn't just a hacker anymore. He was an enemy of the state. After that, the leaks kept coming. 92,000 classified military documents. 400,000 secret war logs. WikiLeaks wasn't just exposing corruption. It was dismantling the carefully controlled image of the United States government. And they couldn't let that continue. Then, just months after the most devastating leaks in US history, Assange was hit with allegations of sexual misconduct in Sweden. He claimed it was a smear campaign, a trap, but the damage was done. His reputation was destroyed, and soon he was fighting extradition. In his mind, he knew if Sweden got him, the US was next. He had only one choice. As the world watched, Julian Assange disappeared inside the Ecuadorian embassy, seeking asylum. And for the next 7 years, he would never set foot outside. Vault 7. A new leak. This time, Assange had exposed the CIA's hacking tools. How they could break into iPhones, Androids, even smart TVs. It was the final straw. The CIA wasn't laughing anymore. They wanted blood. By 2019, Assange had overstayed his welcome. Ecuador cut him off. On April 11th, British police entered the embassy. Assange was dragged out, arrested, and sent to Belmarsh prison. The US charged him with 17 counts under the Espionage Act. If convicted, he faced 170 years in prison. Today, Julian Assange still fights extradition. To some, he's a traitor. To others, a hero. But one question remains. Was he a journalist exposing the truth? Or an enemy of the state? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's biggest mysteries.